Hey guys, it's Julie, and I've been walking you through some new inserts that I've added to the very front of my planner. I wanted to add in this tracking, and so basically how it works is I kind of needed something to go in the front, so I decided, perfect spot to do my color chart of the colors that I want to use in my planner this year. And then on the back of the last page, I have another blank grid, and I'm going to show you how I use that here as well. So earlier this year, my husband and I sat down and we thought through, like, what are some of our important things that we'd like to accomplish this year? What are some things that we just naturally have on our schedule? What are some things we want to add to our schedule? So we sat down and talked that through, and then I just wrote everything down on a little page flag so that we could move things around. Nothing was like set in stone. We would have kind of a game plan to start with. You're gonna see I'm kind of flying through. I am using this Carrie Bradford Studio Madeline Extra Large set. I love this set, and I feel like this really, gives these quarters kind of a nice bold look. Kind of wish I had squeezed the numbers together. I gotta remember to do that better. But this is taking all of maybe a minute, probably less, so it just adds a big impact but doesn't take a lot of energy or effort. I am using almond ink from Close to My Heart. Partially because I just feel like it kind of goes with some of the latte color that I use in my planner. I don't have to have it be perfect, but I am enjoying that it's matching up somewhat. Okay, I'm going to come through and basically just draw a line here, and then I'm going to just come back in and write down like January, February, March, the 3 months. So again, still staying with my color scheme, making me happy, making things look nice, but also it's going to be a super practical list, once you see in a second. This is part of what I love about using my discbound planner, is that I have a little more flexibility to kind of come through and create very unique things that specifically fit our needs. And so now I'm just going to come through and take some of those sticky notes that I've previously written out. I take the cloth and paper sticky notes. I use my Uni oil-based pen because it will write on those nicely. And I'm just going to come through and throw these down. And the truth is as I'm doing this, I'm definitely seeing some things like, oh yeah, that's changed, or oh, we didn't take care of that quarter. So I've already got some switcheroos to do, and this is a really good thing for me to bring back up, like at our next monthly budget meeting or at a weekly budget meeting, just like, hey, we talked about doing that. Are we changing plans? Or I guess, we talked about doing that, but something else has come up. I think we need to regroup and plan that for later. So we enjoy this method. I feel like I start kind of here. I could still stand to brainstorm some things. Like I said, some things have come up that are newer and more important to us. So I'm just throwing these down here, and I'm not going to go into detail about each and everything. But I am just at least transferring this information over so it's fresh in my planner in the new format that I've designed. And I'm able to go from here. Like I said, we'll have a meeting probably soon and kind of work out some of these things that have changed. But what an easy way, you guys. I don't feel like super committed to something. I don't feel like I'm stuck doing any of these items. I can absolutely switch them around. This is like, never mind, it might be next year. Or we could bump it up and be like, no, we really need that now. So that's kind of the reason why I thought that these page flags would be a really loose but yet great way to plan. All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'm gonna shove this back here into my planner. And now I feel like I'm kind of up to date in the front of this. I am going to be working in my half letter discs the next couple of months. I feel like this system is just pretty efficient for me. I'm able to get the things done that I want. I'm going to force myself not to get too deep into like structuring it specifically for myself, because that's where I can kind of lose track, and then I end up jumping to the Hobonichi Cousin because it's already set up for me. So the less I try to like perfectionize this for myself, the better. But I also feel like it's just got some functional stuff that I really enjoy using. These fold outs, the monthly flips. I have already like come through and like pencil planned the rest of the year here in these monthly pages. So they're just a safe place for me to write down dates, ideas, and then I actually come through the month of and create like a more official, monthly view for myself. So I have some repetition that I do throughout this, and I don't love repetition. I don't like to recreate the same wheel, take this calendar and then end up jotting everything down. But generally I just need this safe place to just write down ideas, write down things, and then, as the plans solidify, then I'm feeling safer writing them here in our monthly flip out. So that's just kind of what works for me. And I'm excited to dig a little bit deeper into this system because I do feel like it helps me gain a little bit more productivity. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much for sticking through this. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I will catch you next time. Take care.